What's up, guys? I am back. As you can see, I'm in my room wearing the merch. I'm about to go over the title of this video. Um, yeah, I haven't gotten my new tripod yet, so I'm still slinging my arm around here. I'm going jungle style. Holding out the camera, classic selfie mode. Yeah, it's Sunday. Usually I film on Sunday a lot more planned, a lot more structured, and my latest vlogs have been much less structured and much less energetic as they usually are, so bear with me. I'm about to switch up the number. I'm gonna make these vlogs a lot more exciting and more energetic and a lot more cooler. I guess I'm at a turning point in my life where I'm trying to decide, what do I really want to make these vlogs about? What do I really want to do in life in general? I basically just passed my personal training exam, and I have to decide whether I want to quit my recruiting job and actually start doing personal training, and then in my free time start working on my business. I have to decide to do that and leave my old job. And initially that would have been a very easy decision, because the whole point of doing my personal training was so I could leave my job now. But I don't know, I started to get used to my old routine, and changing up my life is gonna be a struggle again. So I'm at another turning point. I already know that I will do it. It's just a matter of timing of when. But yeah, it's scary because I don't know, you just get used to your routine no matter how shitty it was in the beginning. I used to hate what I was doing, but I'm starting to like it more now that I'm hanging out with the people, spending time. And that's exactly kind of why I was trying to be distant at work. I didn't want to get close to my coworkers, but I'm starting to get closer to them. And so it's gonna be a bummer to leave, but I've got to think about the future, think about what I want to do, and stick to my guns and really follow my passion, follow the goal. I have a plan and I have to stick with it. That's the whole thing about executing. I don't know, it's hard though, because you're a human, and you're a person, and there's people that are around you, and you have these goals, and sometimes you lose sight of your goals because of the people around you and because you're a person. I don't know, I'm rambling on at this point. Basically, the point I'm trying to make is that there's a balance between ambition and life, and navigating that kind of balance is tough, because on one hand you want to be ambitious and you want to follow through with your goals, and on the other hand, life is complicated. You're a person, there's people around you, and sometimes you can forget that maybe you do want to work every weekend, but are you really going to sacrifice every weekend for your goals and not going out and not partying? I mean, that's something that you have to really think about. And I personally decided logically that I want to do that, but emotionally it's tough and I have to deal with it. But I don't want to sound like I'm complaining. That's just where I'm at right now. That's just what I've been thinking about. I really do want to get more effortful about these vlogs, more conscious about them. I'm still trying to strike the balance between being informative and being entertaining. I do believe that the balance really is struck once I've made videos that I enjoy seeing and I enjoy viewing and that I can make indefinitely. So I have the idea, I have the keys to the kingdom, but in practice it takes some time before I really figure it out. I think I'm getting close though it seems kind of distant, because I make these vlogs and it doesn't seem like anybody really views them except my close friends. But what keeps me going, I think, is that all it takes is one video to really strike gold, to really kind of hit it, and then suddenly I have a backlog of all these videos and kind of my story as it comes through. One exercise is this recording. One exercise that's really interesting that I've been kind of thinking about is going through all the previous videos of YouTubers who've made it. So for example, Christian Guzman, he's this fitness YouTuber. He's super dope, super awesome. I look up to him a lot, and you can see his videos from the day one to now. Like, you can see the views coming up, you can see the editing and the production and his whole life kind of moving up, and you can see all of his plays. You can see his entire playbook, how he improved his videos, how he improved his thumbnails, his editing and everything like that. You can see how he did that and what his progression was, how he improved. And so, the whole story is out there. I can go and study what other people have done and do that as well. It's just difficult because you make these videos and you don't see any progress, you don't see any traction, and it's very easy to feel like giving up. But I know that by continuing to do it and by not giving up and sticking with it, that is what is really going to be the main difference between me and the next guy, is that I stick with it. Ultimately, that's what it takes. And it's a differentiating factor. A lot of people will share what made them successful, and you might think, why would this person share their secrets to like success? If everybody knew it, then they would be the same level of success, and then they become competition. But the reason is that it's actually a very simple answer. Everything that they do is public. You can see how they do it. The difference is that you can know what to do, but not everybody will do what they have to do, right? It's very simple. It's just hard work. You just have to do it, and most people won't do it. And so that's why successful people will share their success and how they did it, because their competition is only really the people who actually execute. And that's very easy to kind of say and very easy to understand logically, but emotionally it's very difficult, and I'm struggling with that now. I am trying to be motivated, trying to make these videos. I know that they're improving. I can see it. It's very slow, but I am getting better at communicating, better at presenting, better at vlogging and talking without pausing and ums and ahs. But it's tough because I don't see the views, I don't see the momentum being reflected and the effort being reflected in terms of traction and in terms of what I'm working towards. But then again, I'm also working 3 weeks ahead, so you'll be seeing this, you guys will be seeing this 3 weeks after I filmed it, and who knows what could have happened in the 3 weeks after, in the 3 weeks that you guys will see this. But yeah, that's what's keeping me going. That one video that all it takes is to click, and then the gears will start turning. I also think about Mr. Beast, right? I mean, he's been doing this for years. He's been on YouTubing for years, and nothing. He didn't get anything, any traction, but eventually he did. And he just stuck with it for a long ass time. And he did things that anybody could do, but no one really took the time to do them. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna pick a path and go through it. But anyways, today, that was my long ass spiel. Today, I'm gonna go over two things. One, I bought a dope ass guitar, dope ass acoustic guitar. Oh my god, it's so beautiful. It's right over there, but I'll show you guys in a second. And two, I'm beginning my redemption arc, and I will tell you guys what that is in a second. But let me pull up the guitar real quick, and I'll play you guys some tunes, and I'll talk about my story with music and how I got into the guitar. Let's get it. Alright guys, so as you can see, this beautiful Fender guitar, acoustic electric, I got this for my birthday, and oh my god, it's so beautiful, sounds amazing. Oh, so crisp, so clean. Damn, what a beautiful guitar. I love it so much, and it's making me so happy. This weekend was really the first weekend since my birthday, which is what I bought it for, my birthday present to myself, that I got to really play it, and she's a beaut, honestly. She plays beautifully, she plays amazingly, very crisp, and then the strings are like butter, like, oh, that was too good, but like, you hear that, like that resonating, that tune. Amazing. I love it. I love this guitar. Makes me so happy. A little bit about how I got into music and acoustic guitar. As you guys know, I was in a alternative rock band in high school with Yassine and Casey and Eddie. You guys may or may not know them, but like I was in an alternative rock band in high school. I started the guitar because my sister got me one for my birthday years ago. I don't know, 5-6 years ago, when I was 14, something like that, 16. And I just learned off of YouTube, Sung Ha Jung, Andy McKee, all these dope ass guitarists I looked up to. Fingerstyle was my jam, and that's what I really got into, and I learned just how to play acoustic guitar off YouTube. I'm sure there's going to be a generation of you guys who are learning that way too, but that's how I started off, and I fell in love with it. I learned the violin, I learned piano on my own. Well, I learned the violin classically in school, and I learned the piano after I learned the guitar similarly through YouTube. But the guitar is what really stuck with me. I'm really love this, and I was going kind of insane not being able to play it at all, or not having a guitar here in Boston. I was doing the math today, and today is the 5th month I've been living out here in Boston on my own since graduating college. So it's been 5 months since I've been without my guitar, and I was literally going insane without it. So glad to have this with me. So glad that I started to be able to play again, because I was getting really unhappy. I don't know if you guys could tell, but I was getting super unhappy without my guitar, because it's such an outlet for me and such a therapy for me to be able to play. But now that I have this beaut with me, you know the world's going to change. Life's going to be different for me, and I'm going to talk about that in my redemption arc. But let me play you something I started to learn today. It's Mac Miller, Objects in the Mirror. I'm starting to learn how to sing as well, so bear with me. But it's like, so just a little taste and you know she got you. Can you hide away? Can you hide away? Silent silence as they all just watch you. Kinda find it strange how the times have changed, but I wish we could go and be free once, baby, you and me. We could change the world forever and never look back again. Save it that's what I learned recently. I'm still learning how to sing and how to play, but I'm pretty damn good. Not good. um, yeah. So that kind of outlet, that kind of being able to play, such a huge thing for me. So happy to have this with me. I really recommend learning because you can learn on your own for free. YouTube has the resources, the materials, the tools to learn. So, and I can go into more guitar videos as well. If that's something you guys you would be interested in. But yeah, I definitely recommend it, and it's such a huge part of my life. Like, I used to be an alternative rock band in high school, and that was really informative for me. I still play whenever I go back to Ohio. I still play with Yassine, the drummer in our band, also my childhood best friend. Um, Music will always be a part of my life. The guitar will always be a part of my life. It's such a huge part of me, and I'll never forget it. I'll never lose it. And I'll even start to record my own songs. I'll start to, I have a microphone, so I'm gonna start recording those songs. I'm gonna start getting into rapping and freestyle and singer songwriting. I don't know. It's just gonna be a hobby of mine, but I'll post it on TikTok or some shit. Like, music is the future. If you couldn't tell, future of entertainment, future of YouTube. It's just because if you look at the most viewed videos, music tops the list, right? It's just because it's so universal, and if you can perform as an entertainer in music, then you can do anything. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna start honing that entertainment skill. I don't want to lose sight of my kind of entrepreneurship goals, starting software business and all that. I learned how to program and all that stuff. So, and I do believe AI is still the future. It'll just take more time before I can go into it. But I definitely am not losing sight of that. But yeah, I do think that dialing up the music a little bit, focusing on freestyle, focusing on my style and my maturity and my cadence and flow. I do think that will pay off dividends in the future. I guess I'm figuring out who I am. What do I want to do? But that kind of leads me into my redemption arc. So what is the redemption arc? Basically, Okay, so what is the redemption arc? So, the redemption arc is basically my story into becoming a good man. So, I don't know if you guys remember earlier, but I made a video about the difference between goodness and greatness. And I had said that, it's a balance, and you have to, choose. And I was thinking that, I'd rather be great than good. But I've changed my mind about that, and I've kind of learned that really you have to be good before you can be great. And that's because you're going to be hollow inside no matter how successful you become without being good. And you won't live a fulfilled life. And the thing is, if you learn to become great before you become good, then you sacrifice other people and you achieve your goals in improper ways, and that will tarnish your legacy in the future. So I was starting to just be selfish and manipulative, and it wasn't good. Like, I would be ambitious and I had my goals, but they were coming from the wrong reasons. And so, I want to begin my redemption arc. I want to begin the arc in my life, the story, where essentially I return to God. I become a religious man. I follow a moral code. I am kind, and I am strong, and I am self-aware and sensitive and calibrated and warm. And I think that is how I will become successful in life. That is the correct way at balancing goodness and greatness. It is by following the path of God and allowing my will to manifest while being a warm and trustworthy person and being an honest man. I think that is how I will become great. So they're not mutually exclusive, and you don't have to sacrifice one for the other. So I'm very happy to kind of understand that now, and I've changed my mind about it. I don't know if I've talked about it, but I've started to see a therapist. I do have struggle with anxiety, as you guys know in my other videos, and I'm starting to get better. I do find that going into therapy with a prepared mindset and really being cognizant and really being willing to change can improve you. And I do believe that I am someone who can change. And so that's what I want to make this redemption arc about, is that I have problems, I have anxieties, and I have guilt, and I'm not a perfect person. I do have a lot of things that I've done that I'm not proud of, and I might go into them, in these videos when I, am ready for it. But at this point, I've still got a lot of work to do, and I've got a lot of change to make in my life, but I'm trying to make it right, and I'm trying to change before I become too entrenched in my own habits that I can't change, or I do something that I won't be able to make amends for. So this vlog marks the beginning of the redemption arc. I'm training to become a better person, to redeem myself and become like who I was when I was younger. When I was in, middle school, I was pretty confident. I was a nerd basically, but I was a confident nerd. I wasn't unhappy. I wasn't mean. But somewhere down the line, I started to lose sight of that. I became atheist, became disrespectful to my parents, tyrannical, selfish, and just mean. I became a bully, and it wasn't really nice. I wasn't nice to the people who cared about me the most. So I lost track of the kind person I was. I remember there's a story in middle school. There's this kid that I knew, and for some reason teachers, no one liked him in middle school, and for some reason teachers would always seat him around me, or they would keep him around me, and I didn't understand why. And there's one time, I'm not proud of it, but there's one time I got mad at him, and I just said, like, why do you follow me around all the time? And then this kid, he's like, he was pretty down and he felt pretty bad, and he said it was because I was the only one who was nice to him. And I felt bad about that, and I felt bad that I kind of put him down by saying that. But it kind of reminded me, but like, I made a different, like, that I was nice to him, and so he felt like he could be around me, and that teachers would put him around me because he felt, I don't know, at least comfortable being with me, even though all the other kids were mean to him. And so I want to return to that, not the person who asked him, why do you follow me around, but the person that made him feel like he could be happy or he could be comfortable around, even though everybody else was mean to him. Am I making any sense? This is, I don't know if it sounds kind of weird that I'm saying this, but like, I guess you get the point that, like, I want to be a good enough person that people feel accepted around me, no matter who they are, and that I can be a positive influence, and that I can be the person that people look to when they feel down and out, and they know that when they're with me that they'll be okay. I want to return to who that person was, and I've lost sight of that. And so this redemption arc, this return to God, this path that I'm trying to move towards, that's what this vlog is about, and that's what I say now, and I'm announcing now, and what I'm really trying to put my efforts towards in the future. So when this vlog comes out, it'll be 3 weeks into the redemption arc, and we'll see where it goes from there. But that's what I meant by that. I know I kind of sound pretty fucking douchey right now, but I'm working on it. So with that, I'm gonna end this vlog. I want to know what you guys have to say. I know there's probably a lot to kind of digest about that. Do you guys think I'm a douche? Do you guys think I can change? You know, how much can people change? If you're a bully, are you bullied for life? Is religion a good move? Can you be good and great at the same time? Do you guys play the guitar? Do you guys want more guitar videos? Do you want videos to be more informative? Do you want them to be more entertaining? I want to know what you guys have to say. I read all your feedback, so let me know. Show me some love. If you were entertained or learned something new today, drop me a like and hit the subscribe button. Hit the notification bell so you don't miss next week's video. And as always, I love you guys, and I will see you next Thursday. Peace.